Hello, hello. I am still figuring out technology, so please forgive me. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche. Welcome to Divine Insights. And tonight we will be pulling some intuitive cards and doing some intuitive readings. I am at, let's see, I am at my little sister's house, and I am sure that we will be seeing little ones run by at some point. They like to do the readings with me. So I think I'm going to see if I can be seen because we've been having a little bit of difficulty with technology lately. And so let's see if I am on the page. Here I am. All right. So I'm going to share it to my page, and then let's see, share it to my other page, and then see if I'm on the, let's see, 1 second. Not sure why I can't see. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. There we go. There's my other page. And let me see if I am on. Hello for the people that are watching. Welcome, welcome. I am just double checking that I'm on all the platforms. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with technology. I think it updated, and so I'm just making sure that I am on all the platforms. And so if anybody would like to say hello, please feel free. And then if anybody would like a reading to start off with, let me know. And so I'm just going to go through all the things that I do at the beginning of this Facebook Live. And so for those of you that are new to this Facebook Live, hello. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for saying hello. It says Facebook user. Usually it shows the name. So if you could say who it is, or if I know you in real life, please let me know. And if you would like, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Normally it shows the name, so I'm not quite sure. Hi, Ophelia. Ophelia says hi from YouTube. So hello, hello, welcome. Good to see you, Ophelia. Thank you again for all your help with the moon ceremony. So I always love your heart there. Hi, Emily. Nice to have you here. Do I know you in person, or are you a Facebook friend? So I have several different decks. I don't have all my decks with me tonight. I'm at my sister's. I'm not sure if the little ones are going to come by and help me pull cards. Sometimes they do. But I've been running all day, and so it's been a really good day actually. But I've been on the go all day. So these are just some of the cards. If anybody would like me to pull cards, so my intuitive gift is one of my favorite things. Hi, honey. You want to come say hello? No, I got her skirt today, so she's trying it on. So, all right. So we have lots of different decks. And so I think I'm going to go through the decks and talk about how I personally use them. And so, oh, hi, Emily. Okay, welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Nice to see you. I look forward to meeting you in person. So I have been upping my spiritual practices, my personal spiritual practices. And one of my favorite spiritual practices is to use the intuitive cards every night. And when I want to feel extra connected, I use them in the morning as well. And so I've been really working on conscious connection to the divine and a spiritual connection throughout my day. And so the intuitive cards are one of the tools that I've used the most over the last maybe 15 years or so. And so each deck has it has like kind of a different energetic feel. Thank you so much. And I use them for different reasons. So kind of as you're getting to getting familiar with the deck, it kind of the messages kind of have a certain theme. And each deck kind of has a certain type of voice. Some of them are really direct. Some of them are like, excuse my language, like get off your ass and get going. But like, you know what I mean? Like some are really direct, and some are like flowery, and some are very eloquent, and some are very poetic. And so this is by Doreen Virtue. This deck is really good for like business projects. So this is really a really good deck when we're being creative in our business adventures, or working on a project that's creative and that we want to finish. This deck, the Rose Oracle, is a very gentle deck. It actually is very, like, if you look at the colors, they're very, very gentle. And even I like the design of the deck. It's actually that was wrong, or it was backwards. 1 second. But even like the design of the deck, I think is kind of cool. And so They're very, very gentle in nature, these cards, and very artistic and abstract. And so they kind of layer up all the images and very in an abstract way, kind of like Dali, if you ever look at his art. But I really like the gentleness of these cards and actually the angle at which, especially in the readings and stuff, they're very unique in the spiritual angles that they have. Let's see. Let me pick up. Let's see my other decks. This deck is just a general use deck. Sometimes when you buy a deck, you have to be careful. I bought this deck thinking it was the full deck, and the full deck had the little book. And I like the little books when I'm patient enough to read them. But I used to, I'm not really connected to the idea of fairies. Fairies, I guess, are kind of like little nature angels, but I've never been extra connected. But I always used to love this deck when I was in chiropractic school. And so the full version of this deck, sometimes they package them. And so I bought this not knowing it wasn't the full deck. And so this is kind of like a travel deck. It's a mini deck, which is always helpful. But this is kind of like just like a basic deck. And the older cards, their imagery is a little simpler. And I'm assuming it's just because of the graphic design on them. And so I'm seeing my nieces walk by. And so let's see what else we got here. This is my oldest deck. Dolly, yeah, amazing artist. And so this deck is actually my oldest one that I still carry with me. I received this 11 years ago from a gift from somebody that is no longer with us. Peggy was her name. And I received it when I was in a hospital room when I was at one of my lowest moments of my life. And so when I look at this deck, I always thank the angels for all that I have experienced now and where I am now in my life. I always love this deck because it shows the Reiki from the hands, and it's one of the reasons why I love this deck. It actually reminds me of an ex of mine because this is the deck she always used to use. But on the imagery, it shows like the Reiki energy coming from the angel's hands, which I love that idea and that imagery. And so, and a reminder, like when my heart is hurting and when I need extra like energy into my heart, I'll do that with my own hands. And I will call in my angels and have them put Reiki into my heart. And so I love that image, especially during my year of grief. I did that a lot. And so, the decks, we have amazing decks. And so I'm grateful. They're all different. Like this one has a really good general feel to it. It's kind of a really good general use deck. This one is just kind of a spiritual reminder deck. I don't use this one often, only if I'm really called to use that deck. This deck is actually by the same author as this one. They both have a similar feel to them. I like this deck. This is a very high vibration deck. And so when I am selecting cards for people, I often will scan the energy of the deck and then project my energy and scan the energy of the person. And then if it's a match, usually one deck will kind of vibrate higher energetically. I'm so sensitive. And so I can feel that. And then I select that deck for them. Unless I drop them because I'm klutzy. That's a whole different ballgame. And so, excuse me as I reach for this deck that just dropped. And so one of the things, some of the packaging, if it's different, it can be easy to drop and then the top will fall off. But and we have two other decks with me tonight. Usually I have a little bit more, but I like this Archangel Michael deck for those of you that are close to Archangel Michael. This is a peppy kind of deck. Whenever I use this deck, it's like a positivity. It doesn't really make you think too hard, but it's a good reminder of all the positive spiritual stuff. And then Mother Mary is one of my most sacred spiritual entity and deity connections for my entire life. I was actually writing about that in my book today. And so, let's see. I know I'm klutzy, totally. But yeah, who would like a reading? Who's here who would like a reading? A little tired tonight. Getting old. I'm kidding. I always tell my nieces are always, they wear me out. But do I love them? Let's see. Who would like a reading? La la la. Let's see. I think I'm going to pull one from this deck and tell everybody. Where's my romance deck? I thought I had. Oh, there's the last. Okay. There's also a romance deck. This also reminds me when I was in chiropractic school, the romance deck. Doreen Virtue used to be, she's designed a lot of these decks, but she's no longer in the industry, unfortunately. And so that's been an interesting transition because she was a leader in this field. Hi, baby. This is one of my lovelies. Juliana Marie Lopez. This is my niece. She will be 13 in how many days?
6 days.
6 days. We're doing a countdown. You're going to be a big old teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her hair and how beautiful. That's my baby. Yes, Emily says hi there.
Hi.
This is Juliana Marie Lopez. I cut her umbilical cord. And so so when she was little, she would say, Auntie, you made my belly button perfect. That's what she used to tell me. And then she'd say, but you didn't make Raina's belly button perfect. That's what she would tell me when she was little. And so that's the joke. That I was the first person that she saw when she came out of my sister. I was right there. So she's 13. How many days? 6?
6 days.
Woohoo! We going to Disney soon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Juliana. She says, happy early birthday.
Thank
you. Okay. Okay. Is anybody else like? Okay, Ophelia. All right, my dear. Would you like to pick the deck or would you like me to pick the deck? Let's see. Yay. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. Would you like to pick the deck or should I pick the deck for you? Excuse me for yawning. Let's see. All right. I will pick for you. I feel it's the Archangel Michael deck. The Archangel Michael deck is like really like, it's solid and it's spiritual vibration. It has like this deck. I like the energies of the deck, but it's kind of like a solid deck of positivity. Like when I look at this deck and when I touch it, when I play with it, I pull cards from it. It's always like just a solid reminder, like, hey, your angels are around. Don't forget that. They're all helping you. Don't forget that. Don't let your mind forget that. Look at her cute little thing. I got this for, I think, for Christmas. Let's see. All right, so the Archangel Michael cards look like this. They're kind of like a yin yang kind of symbol with the angel wings, and I like the shining behind the wings. Oh, that's great. No wonder why I was directed. Oh, that's a jumper. Hold on. Ooh, it says this is the jumper card. Recognize the signs from above, Ophelia. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. That was the jumper for you. So a jumper when you're pulling cards is like a card that kicks out. And the theory is that your angels are pushing it out so you notice it more. So if you ever watch intuitive readers, specifically on TikTok, they will often like shuffle until one kicks out, and then that's how they select their cards. I don't do it that way. I'm kind of klutzy, so I don't like that way. But when they jump, I always notice and take heart and pay special attention. My sister is moving, so I'm in miss boxes. So I'm holding a sacred space for that move, and that it will all be okay, and she'll like it. All right, Ophelia, here we go. I see a 1, so that's the first card. I see a 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 16, 23. You want to pull a card for Ophelia? So I get that was a no. She's getting all into makeup. All right. So how many cards we got? All right, Ophelia. All right. Let's hope that you're still there. I don't know what's going on with technology lately, but maybe it's Mercury retrograde. Okay, Ophelia. It says, don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. This card is all about pure perseverance. So if you're walking through some mucky stuff right now, just keep going. Don't let your brain beat you up or tell you negative things or whatnot. Just keep walking forward. And so can you see me now, Ophelia? Ophelia, if you can see me, can you write a hi at the bottom? Am I still here? Are you still here? Somebody, if you guys can see me, say hello and because sometimes it kicks me out and I don't know why. It says it can't see or hear. Let me see if I got cut off. Let me see for a second if I'm still on. All right, it's showing me on. Let me see. So, Ophelia, hello, I am back. It went black, but now here. Okay, great. Okay, so let me see if I can text Ophelia and tell her to hop on the other one. Ophelia, let's see. Get onto. I don't know why it's not reconnecting to YouTube, so I'm just going to keep going from here. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome. Carolyn who? What is the last name? But welcome. Do I know you in person? All right, so welcome. Oh, Cuddles is coming out. Okay, so this is my baby. Cuddles is like, let me see her for a second. Come here. Let me hold my baby. Oh, okay. We got it. I got it. Hold on. She's not so bad. Okay, my sister. So
You found her in a bush. She's not your child.
I know. Okay. So hi, Carolyn. Okay. So my cat is not happy that my sister brought her out and she just bit my finger. Okay. So this is my 23-year-old cat that I love. Oh my gosh, so I love this old beastie, and she's very mad that she's out of the room. Look, she's like, "Don't you pet me and make me purr." So this is my beloved, and so she's really mad at me at the moment. I'm afraid she's gonna bite me.
Oldest cat.
And so thank you so much. And so yeah, she's not so pleased about my sister taking her out of her domain, but this is my beloved. Thank you for saying hello. And she's like, all right, it's not so okay, we're putting you down because you will bite me, old thing. Okay. All right, Lori, thanks for putting me at risk.
Grabbed her.
I know, it's my baby. Okay, ready? All right.
Mom's scared.
Okay, what do you want me to? Because she's gonna bite me. Okay, here you go.
Okay, just put her down.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, put her down.
Okay, I got you.
Cuddles is not known for her niceness ever.
Bring her to the room.
All right, so now that I'm bleeding from my cat biting me.
You're bleeding?
I am. Look, she chomped me. She chomped me, my cat. She's feisty like that. She's like, I'm not playing. I don't want to leave. So that didn't go well, but I'm glad my sister brought her to visit me. She is bigger. She's a big fat thing. Yeah. And I love her. Like I love her to death, but she does not, she will tell it like it is, as you can see, bleeding. So anyway, back to Ophelia's reading. I hope you're here, Ophelia. If not, that's right. Carolyn, good to see you. I'm sorry that I've been distracted by my old, I know, I love that cat. She's my everything. I love that cat. So it's been one of those days. No, actually, it's been a good day. I'm grateful. I get precious treatment by my niece. Thank you for babying me. Cuddles don't play. She'll chomp you. Don't think she won't. All right. There's a reason why she's lasted 23 years. So thanks. Thank you. Can't believe she chomped me. I know. Usually the girls will come and help me pull cards, but they've always been so psychic. Like the oldest one, when she was young, she would talk about a staircase in the room. And I always thought it was because my mother was walking down the staircase to visit her. And there's been many, many psychic stuff that's happened with them. Okay. Angels of healing are with you, Ophelia. So know, Ophelia, that you have a lot of strong angel helpers. And can't believe my cat bit me. And that they're holding space for your healing. And so know that this is prime time to do that healing work. It's not a time of busyness. And I certainly love to be busy, but this is really about you holding space for your heart and allowing yourself to kind of sink into your heart and to honor your heart. And so I've been doing a lot of that lately, and really, for me, it's a fine when we're able to really make space for our own heart and sit with our own heart for a while and figure out, like, what does my heart need? What does my inner child need? Like what spiritual connection tools can I use and the emotional healing process, or that holding space for the heart process from a spiritual perspective. I feel that now is kind of prime time to do that, because it's not from a astrological perspective, from a moon-based perspective. It's not really a time of excessive busyness. It's kind of a time of processing. And so it says, angels of healing are with you, Ophelia. I don't know if you're still here, Ophelia. And the last thing it says, make a decision. And so making, this card about making a decision is all about when we make a decision, like when we get that card, it's sometimes we can get too stuck in the analyzing of things, and the progress forward is to make the best decision we can in the moment, rather than analyze it to death or overlook it, overthink it. And so that's what kind of the message is for you, is to don't overthink, just do your best in making the decision, whatever it is that you need to make the decision on right now, and just keep moving forward in your healing. So Ophelia has a heart like mine. She has such a high vibration heart. She does a great job. She does all kinds of volunteering for the church. She's a beautiful singer, but her heart is the greatest gift. And so let's see. All right. So who is next? All the readings that I do are done on a donation basis to Unity of Gulfport, also called New Thought Community of Gulfport. And donations can be made at it's in the information above the video or below it, but it's PayPal. At PayPal, it's Unity of Gulfport at Gmail. Venmo is at Unity of Gulfport. And then the website is unityofgulfport.org/give. And so I have little people that are opening doors and flinging themselves out of it and wrestling and stuff. So, all right. So who is next? So go kiss the cat for the trauma of getting on screen and biting her mother. Go give her treats and tell her she's wonderful.
I did. She's good.
Yeah, the best part of your readings. That's right. It's funny. And so who would like a reading? My kitty has been visiting. Thank you so much. I think that's Ophelia. That's Ophelia. I'm saying lots of love your way, Ophelia. I'll see you on Sunday. Who else would like a reading? I'll pull one. Let's see. I'm hearing the word red, so I'm supposed to pull one from the red deck. So for myself. So let's see what the red deck. The red deck is the oldest deck that I've ever. The deck I've had for the longest. Let's see. Yeah, but we updated StreamYard, so I don't know if this is a little bit different, because usually I get to see the names of people that are on Facebook, so I don't understand why. It says some destinations won't get comments. It doesn't make sense. So if you comment, write your name so I can see it's whoever it is. So I'm going to do a quick reading for me until somebody wants one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Breathe. This is all about breathing. Exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. I like the image on here. Thank you so much for donating. We so appreciate your support. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support for the church. This has a scribble on it. The cards. That's how I bet you one of the kids scribbled on my card, like years ago when they were tiny. It says, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So I've been spending a lot of work lately is tapping into my own intuition and getting really clear and grounded rather than getting stuck in emotions or stuck in my ego stuff of the mind. Oh, it says beloved one. This is one of the most gentle of the cards. And it says, Emily, you're going to be next. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. That's nice to know. That's not my best area, the relationship area. I'll call in all my angels for that one. Oh, and then this says you have a bond with children, and that's true. In particular, you can help kids that are sensitive, because I used to be an oversensitive kid, so I understand. So yeah, I love little ones. I hope part of my area of my brain work will involve little ones specifically. And yeah, I love little ones, littles. Yeah. So awesome. All right, Emily, would you like me to pick your deck, or would you like to pick your deck, or would you like me to? I don't hear from you, then I'm going to pick your deck for you. Okay. I'm hearing the green deck. So I think it's this one. This deck is really good for like when we're creating something in our lives that wasn't there before and creating that foundation to be able to do something bigger than what we do. Like when I intuitively heard that I was supposed to do this intuitive live platform, I resisted it so much. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And then I was like, I knew better than to kind of second guess my intuition. And I know now this one of the I really enjoy. This was a jumper. Hold on. I really enjoy this activity very much. So your jumper, Emily, it says, happy news. Your prayer is answered in a creative way. This is happy news. So if you're worried about something and you've been praying about something, like know that the universe is going to help you out, but it's not. It's going to be creative, which often means that it's not the way you think that it will be, that it will come to you. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. All right, Emily. Birth, it says new life, such as a baby, an idea, happy news, or an exciting project. Are you a writer, Emily? No, you do art. I remember that. Exciting project blossoms within and around you. So I feel like there's some type of book involved or writing or something around your creativity that is important. Raina, you want to pick a card for Emily? She's not going to pick any cards. They've been grumpy. You a little grumpy grump. Both of you.
No.
Yeah, you.
No.
Yeah. Little bit. Little grumpy. I was grumpy yesterday. Did you see the artwork on the wall? We have a whiteboard which we tease each other on. We have all these stupid jokes that we write on there, like Auntie being the cool one. Oh, she's not falling for it. She's not catch. Okay. So let's see. I'm hearing a 3 and a 19. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Who said poet and writer? Wow. Was that Emily or was that another one? Was that Carolyn? I don't know why I can't see the names. I'm really sad that I can't see the names. I think because we did something new with StreamYard. We like updated something. So it changed and I don't know why it's not allowing me. I think I'm going to try to click some of the buttons at the very end of this. All right, Emily. So when I'm getting you around that project, I feel it's some addition to what kind of artwork or whatever you're doing now, but it feels like it's associated with a book of some kind. All right, awesome, Emily, yay. But yeah, I feel like there's some way of using your artistic talent to create something in a book. I don't know if it's a book of art. I don't know if it's a kid's book. Excuse me, but I feel it has something to do with a written word. Excuse me. Motivation, it says. All right, Emily, pray for guidance on how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. So I've been carrying a lot of procrastination lately just around me, and I've been really trying to take more action because when I'm overthinking, I'm not really happy if I'm overthinking. And so there's this very big, manly looking cat looking at me, and his little tongue is out of its, it's like this going. And so that cat doesn't like me because I gave it a bath once. And so now it remembers. So anyway, I don't know if he'll come in and sit. Sometimes he'll sit behind me. But Emily, it says, pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for whatever it is that you want to work on. Because I feel like you have a lot of creative talent and a lot of abilities in different areas. But they're wanting, they're wanting you to take some type of action towards the project that intuitively you're maybe being nudged to do. I feel like the more that you're able to engage in those projects, but most importantly, finish them, even if they're imperfect, the happier you'll be. Because then, like, because I tend to do that. I'll start things and then I'll get distracted and then I won't finish them. And that's why I'm so determined to finish my second book, like hopefully in the next 3 months. Because it's like weighs on your energy field when you've like invested in a project and it's only partially done. It just kind of like sits in your vibrational escrow or your vibration around you, the energy around you, like that, the ideas of it, the thinking about it, it not being complete. It like scrambles you a little bit because it's weighing on your mind. It's taking up space in your mind and your energy field. And so it's really important that that not only that you work on these projects, but also that you finish them, even if they're imperfect. Because I can be a little bit perfectionistic, which messes me up sometimes. So next one, Emily, it says authenticity. Excuse me. Trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for the situation. And so this card is really about being you and really showing up in the world as you. Because when we're able to really do that and really be our authentic selves, we can draw in people that will love us for the people that we are. And then we can actually be loved for being seen. And so that's like, I always see that as like nurturing love, not clear love, but like it's like when we're able to be seen for who and what we are, then we can really be loved and we can feel that love deeper, if that makes sense. And so next one, gratitude. You attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessing. So when I touch this card for you, Emily, they're showing you you're showing me like the image of your mind, and they're wanting you to be extra careful. I feel you have a very strong mind, and excuse me, and as a result, they're wanting you to be extra careful about any negative thoughts, especially anything negative that your brain tells you about you, because they're really wanting you to not like beat yourself up mentally in any way. They're wanting you to be really gentle and nurturing to yourself, but specifically in your self-talk. And one of the ways that we can do that is to really focus on the areas that the gratitude things in our life, like the good things, because it's really hard to be in a state of true gratitude with the negativity. Like it's really hard. So that's one of the practices. And being in gratitude really is like a refined spiritual skill. The more that we're able to see things in our life to be grateful for, and to sit in that vibration and that energy rather than what we don't have, that is sometimes a refined skill, because my brain doesn't work that way. I want to see all the negative stuff and then think about the negative. And so I have learned that sometimes I'll do a gratitude list in my journal at night, or after I pray, I'll list out 10 or 20 things I'm grateful for. Sometimes I've done even like 50 to 100, which I haven't done in a little while. But they're pointing to the space of gratitude and the importance of holding that energetic vibration. Because from a law of attraction, I was just listening to this kind of concept today with Abraham Hicks, which for those of you that are new to Abraham Hicks and Esther and Jerry Hicks, they are an amazing metaphysical kind of educational, like spiritual teachers, that they channel Abraham, which Abraham is a collection of deities out there, right? But they're really funny. So what I do is I'll go to YouTube and I'll write Abraham Hicks, and then I will type in whatever I'm struggling with, whether it be like anger or sadness or non-forgiveness, or, getting over somebody, or like when my ex left, or all these things, like whatever I'm struggling with or thinking about, I'll type that into YouTube, and they have all these recordings of all of their cruises and conventions. And they have really great, insightful spiritual angles and stuff. And so I was just listening to what they say about gratitude, and what their emphasis was that when we're able to be in a state of gratitude, what happens is that the frequency or the energy that our thoughts carry it's at a higher frequency than when we're in negativity. And so, and so if we're able to stay in that frequency of gratitude, that energy is a high vibration. So when that's possible, we're able to draw in higher vibration things that then make us more grateful. But if we're in that energy of lack or what we don't have, it's very difficult to draw in what we're wanting, because it's kind of the negative thoughts are blocking it. And so, breakups, I'm very, my heart is very sensitive. And so when I love really, really hard and really, really fully. And so, yeah, when my ex left, even though I feel that I really needed her, that at that time, my most recent ex, that it was best, we both needed to leave the relationship. It wasn't serving our highest good in some ways, even though I think we deeply loved each other. And so, but yes, it's grief it takes time to grieve. And I'm really grateful that I took that time to really process all the factors of that. That was one of the first times I ever really did that fully. And I still do it. I feel, I'm still working on that process. I think it's never a simple, easy one. And so I'm grateful to have really done the work and continue to do the work, the healing work around that, and the clarity and really the spiritual connecting around that too. So, all right, and my last card, the big fat kitty, the little boy kitty next to me, got tired of watching me, and now he's falling asleep. He's real poofy, and he has like a little white face. Journaling, it says Emily, consistently writing about your feelings and activating or activities stir creative ideas and build your confidence as a writer. And so maybe, and that's also, I saw like writing. And so anything involving writing for you, Emily, I think not only would it help you emotionally and mind-wise, like staying in a spiritual gratitude place and a high vibration, positive place, but also I feel in the process that your intuition, you'll start flowing intuitive ideas and creative kind of angles on what you're doing now. And so, yeah, it takes time to learn that process, Emily. You know, it took me, it happened when my ex left, it was at the same time my dad died. So I had this opportunity to really like look at grief head on. And I really, after I went through like 2 months of eating Cheetos and cookies, like constantly, I was like, no, I really need to step into this fully and use it as an opportunity to go deeper into all aspects of my past in terms of my childhood trauma and all of that I walked through around aspects of my childhood that were very, very difficult. And then really look at all the pieces of the grief. And that it was so big. And it was just one of the hardest things that I ever did. But I'm so grateful that I chose to do it that way. And granted, I was very non-functional in many ways. Like I did a lot of volunteer work for the church, and that really helped heal me in some ways. It kept me connected to community and kept me a little bit distracted from it. I did a lot of music that year, which was so wonderful in many ways. But yeah, I'm so glad that I chose that route rather than to run from the pain of it, because it was like me sitting with it and sorting through many aspects. It really just helped me to grow so much. And it taught me like a level of strength that was, I don't think I could have gotten any other way. And it gave me such a strong, energetic platform within my self to stand up from. So even though it was really hard, I'm so grateful that I chose to really face it. And there were some awful days, but I'm so grateful that the universe provided that space for me to really take the time to heal and to be present for that healing. And so I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I still struggle with it in moments that you really had, and processing all those factors about what I wish our relationships could have been, and even like anger and resentment around him and our, just learning to look at all of the factors and also my half of things. And just, and I'm lucky, I'm grateful to have this gift, because I communicate with them often on the spiritual side of things, which has been such a gift as I process through all the pieces and the letting go of it. So, but yeah, it has been such a interesting experience, and I'm really grateful to have been able to be present for it, because I'm really good at distracting. So I've gotten better at not distracting. And so, oh, you're welcome. Sure, Emily. I hope that's helpful. I look forward to meeting you. Welcoming you in person to the community and introducing you to some people here. I think you'll really like Unity of Gulfport, New Thought Community of Gulfport. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Emily. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else would like a reading? Emily, do you have a question? Just a regular intuitive question that you'd like answered? Oh, I see a sleepy cat next to me. Who else would like a reading? Hello, hello. Let's see. I don't know why I can't see people's names. I'm kind of disappointed about that. Oh, thank you, Emily. I wish you a wonderful week. But I'm hearing write. So something about you writing is important. Who else? Let's see. How long have I been on? About 40 minutes. I think I'm going to pull some for myself again. Let's see. And I'll wait. I think it's this card. Oh, I see a flyby sister. My little sister. Oh, do I love my sister. Okay, would anybody else like a reading? It's a little bit of a light night tonight. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to pull some. This deck is is it the Rose deck? Yeah, the Rose Oracle. It's a very gentle deck. Oh, no wonder it says the system is slow. No worries. I don't know why I can't. Let's see. It says some definition. Oh, why is it not allowing me? They're saying to see your names, yet people have to like go to the StreamYard. I don't know, some other destination. I hate that. So I'm going to see if there's another way of getting around that because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why is it not working like it used to? If anybody would like a reading, let me know. I'm just pulling for myself.
Please
4,
log
5,
in through the Google Home app.
6, 14. Let's see. Anybody else? Would anybody else like a reading? If not, I will do. I don't know what an intuitive question is. Oh, when you go to an intuitive, sometimes people use the cards, or sometimes they just ask a question that they want a spiritual answer to, like something about their lives, or what you want to ask your angels, or something like any step forwards, or any insight on decisions that you make. You are making like forward. Since we had some extra time, I thought I would offer you that opportunity tonight. So the first one is release the petals. And that's about letting go. When I see this card, it's all about letting go and like letting God step in there, the universe. Like, stop trying to control everything. Transformation, death, and rebirth. Shedding all change. I feel there's lots of change coming up in my life, which isn't always great. So, no worries at all if you can't think of one. Let's see, the bloom. Creations realize, right time, harvest, and celebrate. So that's another good one. So would anybody else like a reading? Going once, going twice. I don't think anybody's, I think it's a little bit of a slow night, which is fine. Let's see, the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Ooh, look at that. That's a cool card. I like that card. All right, so. All right. I think I'm going to do a collective reading, and then I am going to go cuddle my mean old cat. My beloved Cuddles. And she doesn't, she's so scared of everything. That's why she bit me, because she didn't want to, she was scared that my sister was carrying her into the living room where the other cats are. All right. I think I'm doing it from the love deck. Our collective reading. I usually don't do it from logged out of the system. Better now. Well, I'm glad. I'm not sure. If anybody would like a reading, let me know, or else I'll do the collective reading. Love the cute cats. Oh, yeah. And me too. I'm learning the process too. I'm thinking of you using the platform OBS because a dear friend that's a musician uses it. All right. Usually I don't do the romance deck for a collective reading, but I was guided. So somebody might need this reading out there. So, and it doesn't always, I'm looking at this cat and he's like, has his eyes closed and he's like this Zen kitty. Like it almost looks like a statue. He's like laying there, like he's like sitting there like this. That cat does not like me. And most cats like me, but not this cat. Because like I said, I gave him a bath once in his young life and he remembers. Okay, so I'm seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how I do these readings, when I touch the card, sometimes the message is not about the face value of what's on the card, but what I'm hearing instead. If anybody would like a reading, a final reading, let me know. Hi, Shelly. Thank you so much for my readings and my my insights lately. Thank you so much. I'm not sure why you're showing up and nobody else is, but oh yeah, my cat was mad tonight. Yes, thank you so much. So I'm doing a collective reading at the moment. So let's see, we have. So when I touch this card, it says chemistry on it, but the message that I'm getting is to really look for our passion in our lives, like the chemistry, like the excitement, and to really pay attention when you have those feelings inside, especially inside your heart, because it's that passion that leads us to joy, which that's like for me the highest vibration, the experience of the emotional realm of the experience of joy. And so the message on this card collectively for all of us is to pay attention to the things that in your Okay. So that was the first card. Is really pay attention to that feeling of the excitement in your heart, whether when you're doing something, when you're thinking about it, when you're planning it, pay attention, because that's what not only leads us to our joy, but to like our most enriching experiences. And so if any of you are separated from someone, whether that be a romantic interest, a friend or a loved one, whatever it is, like you feel just separated, even if it's separated from yourself, know that it, or separated from the feeling of being connection to God, know that it's temporary. Like they're showing me like this, just this period, like don't freak out, don't get worried, just hold space for it coming back because it will. Like don't get nervous. And so this idea of separation is it's temporary, like it's not a permanent separation. And sometimes separations are really good because it allows two people to grow a little bit, to become more self-aware, or to go maybe get through the stressful time, or that like you're just saying like the separation, if there's a separation in your life in some way, that it's not bad. You know what I mean? And so whatever, if you're going through a separation from anything, know that it's just temporary and it's not long. Let go of control issues. Should I read that again? No, I'm kidding. Control, you know, there's something to be said for organization and control in our lives and order. But I know for me, I have to be extra careful because my mind likes to think that it controls everything and knows best. And when I'm in that state, then it doesn't allow me time and it doesn't allow the space in my consciousness and in my life for the divine to step in and create even better than I would have hoped for. Like if I'm in that state of trying to control everything, because control can be an addiction too, mind control or whatever it is. When I'm personal, I'll say from them the I statement, right? When I'm able to step back a little bit and say, you know what, I'm just going to do my best for today. But then when I can't control things in my life, certain aspects, to be able to step back and let go and watch what the divine is doing for me. That's when things happen in ways I never could have predicted. That's when like, I don't, all this awesome stuff comes into my life when I'm not controlling it, even though I'm showing up when it's time to show up with everything I have sometimes, fully and completely and strongly and passionately. But there's something to be said for that dance of showing up fully. And then when things maybe aren't going right or in a way, stepping back and observing what the universe is doing and then taking the path, not just of least resistance, but one that we are really guided to take rather than one that you're cerebrally kind of telling yourself to do, which is there are different feels to those types of decisions and actions. And so let's see, it says, I'm too much following everyone. I used to be like that and controlling, but it has always been my personality. So yes, I have to be very careful with that because I love control, and I have to be careful, especially in relationships, because I can like to control everything, and that's not always the best. So but yes, I have to be very careful of that too. I understand. X in the collective. True love. I'm hearing true love is possible. And so what they're saying is that it's not just true love for romantic encounters, even though there's like potential for that. This is also about truly loving ourselves. And I've been really looking a lot about this topic because I forget where I encountered it, because I've been really thinking about partnership and, you know, what stage of that I'm at. Am I ready to date? Am I not? Am I ready to engage with somebody new? Like all those pieces, right? Is my heart ready? And what do I really want? And so thank you so much for the hearts. And somebody said you can only draw in someone at the same level of your self-love, or how much you love yourself. And I really looked at that and I was like, wow, where are the aspects in my life or my consciousness or in my heart, in my past, along with my trauma, whatever it is, where are the areas that I don't love myself fully, and really getting really honest with myself in that area. And so, and really going deep and really looking, are there areas where I'm not loving myself? Why? And how can I do a better job? That's where I've been at the last couple of weeks. But this card, true love, is not just, when I touch this card, the emphasis is, true love, not just in that eros love with somebody that you really love and you have the hots for and you want to, you know, do other wonderful things. But true love, like at the soul level for yourself, like really, what does that look like? how would you love yourself? What actions would you take if you were your own beloved? And so that true love is not just like I said, partnership love or intimate love, or also but self-love and spiritual love. Like really, how are we showing up open-hearted with the universe? I had an interesting conversation today with a friend of mine, and we were discussing the topic of how to keep our hearts really open, right? Even though, like, in any interaction, fully connected to the divine, and having our connection to the divine be our safety, rather than having our brains telling us we're not safe or that we should close down our hearts, but really opening our hearts fully, um, in that space of being fully connected to the divine. And that was Reverend Kimberly, her wisdom. She's like, because I exist in the world a little bit closed down my heart, so I have to actively work at staying really present in an open-hearted space. Because of my trauma as a kid, I have the tendency to shut down my heart and to protect it, and that blocks me off from certain people in my life and experiences of my life, because my heart is still afraid. So I really have to work on existing in this really energetically open-hearted space without uh, knowing that it's my connection to the divine and my belief in my faith that is the safety. It's not in the experience. And I thought that was really wise. I was like, I'm going to ponder that, meditate on that. So that was really wise, because I have a tendency in all interactions to kind of shut down my heart and try to protect it too much subconsciously. And so um, it says religious factors when it comes to love, but I see, I push that card. The message I got is, for this is the collective reading, that the experience of love is so vast, and it's such a beautiful thing. There are so many different variations. And if what I'm hearing audibly is that if for some reason you're not receiving the variation of love that you're most wanting, they're saying love bigger somehow. Love your environment bigger and more fully and more vastly and more comprehensively and more generously. That if you're not receiving the type of love or whatever it is that you're most wanting, the message is that we should just love bigger our universe or our people or whatever in a different way, and that energy will ultimately find us in a way that is nurturing and is what we're most wanting in some ways. And so the answer always is love. And I have actually a picture, a big thing on my wall canvas that says that love is the answer. But yeah, I think that's really cool. If you don't have the love in your life that you're most wanting, find a way to love bigger your universe. And so I thought that was kind of cool. So I can't see the people. I can't see the comments like with the names. So I'm really sad about that. So we have a couple minutes left. Does anybody want a reading? So that was the collective reading. That was interesting. I've never used this deck for the collective reading. I can't see the names, so I'm sad I can't see the names. I don't know why I can't see the names. It says can't post comments in some destinations. Well, thank you for your comments. I just don't know who you are. Who said yes, please? I don't know who that is. I don't know why. I'm going to have to use a different format next time. Let's see. All right. So Shelly, is that who said yes, please? I think yes, please is somebody else. Kirsten. Okay. All right. I'm scanning the decks for you, Shelly. What's this deck? I like the Reiki coming off this deck. Shelly Piercy was at the expo. I was so excited that she was there with us because I haven't seen her in years. And I remember that she was at one of the intuitive fairs that I first did when I was doing readings for people. And I remember her across the way, and I enjoyed interacting with her very much. And so I was super happy to talk with her and get some readings at the expo. She was excellent. I was super excited to have her with us, and it was super nice to connect with you, Shelly. And she was very informative and insightful. Thank you so much. Always wonderful to see you, Shelly. All right, so I'm trying to be organized because I tend to get into a right-brained space, and then. All right. When anybody? Okay. So who said yeah? Okay. So is it Kirsten? All right. So here's the deck. So I see a 1. I see a 3. I see an 8. And then when I see like hands go like that, it means stop pulling cards. And so I did a really cool thing at the expo. I did like a talk, and at the end I did live readings from the stage. Like had people come up and ask questions, and I'd never done that. It was so fun. It was like one of the most fun experiences I've ever done. Ooh, first one is parents. Shelley, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you to heal from pain associated with your mother and father. I often get that. And I try to always remember, like, you know, as I go through life and I don't have all the answers, and as I figure out all my stuff and walk through my healing experiences, my parents even had access to less healing tools than I ever did. And just they struggled along, and I knew their challenges as well. And just somehow it helps me forgive them sometimes for their mistakes with me. Power animal, Shelley. It says your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with the situation. So call in your animal spirits, whatever you're struggling with the most right now. I feel you have an extra connection with animals. And so, like, especially your high frequency energy, it does, like, animals is drawn to it. Like, they really love you. And so, okay, Shelley. So remember that, you know, like, even parents are human. Imagine that, you know. I think I learned a lot as, you know, as I kind of spiritually parent my nieces in some ways. And I think it's, it teaches me how many things I don't know the answers to, and that my parents did the best they could with what they had. God box, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper, Shelley, and you put into a special container called the God box, and to let go and allow the divine to help you. So they're encouraging me to surrender and let go. And so I'm a big believer that whatever we're walking through, even like challenging stuff, and is that it's always in our highest good. It teaches us things. It teaches sometimes the hardest things that I've ever gone through really turn out to be the best things in my life because it taught me so much. And so they're wanting you to remember that if you're walking through some muck, and to hand it over, whether that's to your angels, writing it in a journal, actually having a God box, or just handing over what's in your mind to your spiritual deities or your entities. Oh, it's a good card. This is your power card, Shelley. Have you asked your angels for help with this? What a great question, right? Have you asked your angels, Shelley, for help with whatever it is your mind is maybe spinning about a little bit? So they're just wanting you to call them in. As you know, angels can't help us unless we ask them. And so that is what they are encouraging you to do. So I hope that's helpful, Shelley. Thank you so much for all of your insight and your reach outs and your kind of divine reminders of spirit. I can sometimes forget because I have that overactive mind. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, so lovely to see you, Shelley. Welcome. All right. So is Kirsten still here? Would anybody else like a reading? I'm fading fast. I'm at 50, almost 59 minutes. Oh, grateful for you too, Shelley. Is Kirsten here? Is anybody? Okay, yes. So is that, I'm assuming that's Kirsten because I can't see the names. And so I'm just going to pick your deck because I'm getting tired. All right, great. All right, so all donations all of the readings are done on a donation basis. All donations are go to support New Thought Community of Gulfport, also known as Unity of Gulfport. Donations can be made at PayPal at unityofgulfport@gmail.com. Venmo is at Unity of Gulfport, or the website www.unityofgulfport.org/give. The info is usually above. If anybody feels guided, we super appreciate your donations and your support. All right, so Kirsten, I see a 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also, I do private readings if anybody's interested in a private reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16. All right, you ready? Spring, you desire. Okay, so I feel spring, which is now, like good stuff's coming, especially in the next 2-3 months. So you have some good positive momentum coming right now. A dietary change would be extra helpful. So if you're feeling blah specifically, I know for me, I'm extremely sensitive to brain inflammation, which means if I'm not hydrating enough, but specifically gluten, dairy, and sugar, and over-processed foods, those really impact my emotions. And then, oh, what a good card. Whom do you need to forgive? Who do you need to forgive? They really want you to sit with that question because it's important, because I feel the non-forgiveness is blocking you in some category that's important in your life. Holiday. I feel like going on vacation would be really helpful, even if it's just for the day, like just getting out of Dodge, getting out of what your normal routine. Oh, okay. So your power card, but there's something about you changing your scenery that will be helpful for your mind and new ideas and your spiritual connection. Yay, wonderful. They're encouraging you, like, good job. That's important. But your power card is your high vibration connection to kids. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose, Kirsten. And so, you must have, your that sacred connection to kids doesn't just help them, it helps you when you do it. It's like a spiritual recharge, or you're almost a high vibration connection to kids. And so so know that the more that you engage in it, the more spiritually recharged and fulfilled that you'll be. So I have a similar kind of connection to kids, and so that's wonderful. But I am fading fast. I'm at an hour. So so good to see everybody. I'm sending you lots of blessings. Hello, Carol. Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much for saying hello. I hope you're doing well. Sorry I haven't been around to see you play. I've just been extra busy. But I hope you're doing great. And so you're welcome so much. Thank you for being here, all of you. I will be here next Thursday. And let's see, Mother's Day, Mother's Day service. Oh, yay, Carol, I'm excited to see you. Is the 14th. We'll be doing like a really cute slideshow of all the mother pictures, which is wonderful. And what else? Wednesday is 11:30 a.m. meditation in the park with Reverend Kimberly. I'll be doing a couple of the meditations coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'm speaking. I'm doing a special share a week from Sunday at church. And what else? I think that's all I remember at the moment. Do you want to say goodbye? No, nobody wants to say goodbye. All right. So many blessings. Great to see everybody. And I will talk to you soon. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.